Okay.
Mr. Lapa, can I change the course in Algebra 1?
You want to come to geometry? This is actually not Algebra 1.
Oh.
This is a 5th grade.
Is this recording?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you record what I just said?
Yes.
I'm gonna have something.
Okay, I'm kidding, but we'll keep the video that way.
Yay!
M2 plus 1. The laws of indices, so just look at it right away. You can deal with these exponents. That's the first thing you need to do. M into 2 plus n, and then it becomes mn times 3n, y 3n. That's now what's in the bracket, divided by m squared, y squared n. Well, y squared 2n. This is supposed to be an n up there, okay? It's not this. It's not a yn, it's y to the power 2n. Now let's move over here and complete this. We go ahead and multiply this in, and it becomes basically m to the power 2 plus n times mn, well, n times 3n is 3n squared, and then y 3n is just by itself. It's not like distribution because there's not a plus or a minus. We're not distributing. We're just multiplying this to this variable right here. And this is divided by m squared and then y to the power 2n. The next step is to simplify. So since these two have the same base, we can add their exponents. When we add their exponents, that's what it becomes. Divided by m squared y to the power 2n. At this point, we have 2 on top, so 2 plus n plus 3n squared. We have an m on the bottom, so we can bring the exponent of this to the top. It becomes m 2 plus n plus 3n squared minus 2. Whenever you bring it to the top, that's how it becomes, what it becomes. And then y 3n minus 2n. This simply becomes m 3n squared plus 2n, because the 2 minus 2 is 0. And then y to the power n. That's the answer. That's all that is required of you. That's number 1, 2, and 3. Let's quickly do number 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go back and clean, well, I'm going to do my best and make use of this part. Number 4. Number 4 tells us 6a squared plus 7a plus 2. There's a video on YouTube that goes into detail about how to use the AC method. Check the website, check YouTube, it's there. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. AC is 12. B is 7. This is B. AC is A times C. If B is 7, we want two numbers that when we multiply them we get 12. When we add them we get 7. Those numbers happen to be 4 and 3. So essentially we rewrite the expression as 6a squared plus 4a plus 3a plus 2. Now we factorize by grouping. And when we factorize by grouping, all we do is we make it 6a, well, we look at 6a squared and try to see what are the things that could go into 6a squared and 4a. And that's simply 2a. Now we rewrite what we have left. And it's simply 3a plus 2. Then we go here. What goes into 3a and 2? Only 1 can do that. And so that's 1 into 3a plus 2. All we have left is 2a plus 1 and then 3a plus 2. We're essentially pulling out the 3a plus 2 because it's common in both sides. That's why we get this answer, which it's pretty basic. Number 5. If you have the fourth root of 6g is equal to 2x, it's the same thing. If you want to get g, you need to take the fourth power of both sides. Because what that does is that it takes 6g, which can be rewritten as 6g to the power 1/4, and when you multiply it to the fourth power, the 4's cancel. So 6g is the only thing on the left side. On the right side, we have 2 to the 4th, x to the 4th. 2 to the 4th, we have 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, x to the 4th power. And then we go ahead and divide both sides by 6. All we have left is g is equal to 16 over 6, x to the power 4. You can simplify that to 8 over 3, x to the power 4. That's all that is required of you for number 5. And number 6, 2 square root of 12 plus 9 square root of 27. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that right here. This is number 6. So it's 2 square root of 12 plus 9 square root of 27 plus, I believe I gave you 4 square root of 32. If not, I hope you would learn the pattern here. 2 square root of 12 is the same thing as 2 square root of 3 times square root of 4 plus 9 square root of 9 times square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 16 times square root of 2. These things started out as in the bracket. You could rewrite it as 3 times 4. You can write this as 9 times 3. And you can write this as 16 times 2. The reason why you need to do that is because you'll be able to simplify the perfect squares. The ones that have a perfect square root, or that will give you a perfect, like a number by itself. So the square root of 16 is 4. There's a video that addresses this in detail. What happens next is this becomes a 2. So it becomes 2 square root of 3 times 2 plus 9 square root of, okay, well, this square root of 9 becomes 3. So the next step here, you would have a 3. So 9 times 3 square root of 3 plus 4 times 4 square root of 2. So this becomes 4 square root of 3 plus 9 square root of 3 and then plus
27.
Oh, sorry, 9 times 3, 27. So we have a 27 square root of 3, and then the last part is just 16 square root of 2. This becomes 31 square root of 3 plus 16 square root of 2. There's nothing you can do. Calculators were not allowed for that problem, so if you give me a number, it means you used your calculator. The extra credit question was asking you to multiply x minus 2. Right here, let's do this quick. X minus 2 into x plus 4 into x minus 2. Take the first two brackets and multiply them out. X squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 8, which is x squared plus 2x minus 8. So you've dealt with the first two brackets essentially. All you have left is the third bracket, x minus 2. So you go ahead and write it on the side, and then you FOIL this one by one. It becomes x cubed, and then minus 2x squared, and then plus 2x squared, and then minus 4, and then minus 8x, and then this minus 8 multiplies that, and it becomes plus 16. Let's see. Minus 4x. So this 2 and these 2 go away, because minus 2x squared plus 2x squared, they go away. And then minus 4x minus 8x becomes a minus 12x. So it's x cubed minus 12x plus 16. That's all you can do. They're not like terms, so you can't add them. That's the correction to the geometry test. Write it down, go home, look at it, watch the video, think about these things. These are basic principles you need to learn as early as 7th grade, and you need to make sure you use them properly because they'll be important even up to calculus. Make sure you know this. Talk to me if you have any questions.